Hey guys and gals, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you already haven't. Also make sure you turn on your notifications on your subscriptions so you see our new content when we post it. Thanks for subscribing.
Hi guys, welcome to MTG Dungeon. Thanks for tuning in to our channel. We wanted to let you know that our local store, our LGS, Play Live Nation, is hosting a PPTQ here in Yakima, Washington on September 23rd. The format is modern. Registration is $25. Registration for decks and sign-up tournament starts at 11 a.m., then the tournament starts at noon. We hope to see you guys there.
Yep.
Where can you find us?
I say if you want to follow us on Twitter, Twitch, or Instagram, we'll have the links posted down below. And if you haven't already liked and subscribed to our channel, go ahead and do that. And remember to turn on notifications so you see when we post new content. Enjoy the match, guys.
Bye. Hello, welcome to MTG Dungeon. Ben here with commentator Warden. He is happy to be here, as you saw, and we're happy to see this ripped voice of Resurgence too.
Define we.
You.
Oh, yes, I'm very happy to see it ripped.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you nailed it.
Right.
All right, so we have Boggles on the play, or do we have
I don't know if they've determined that yet.
D&T on the play? So we want to... Do you think this is a match that's very dependent on who goes first?
I don't know about very dependent, but obviously looks like Boggles won the die roll. It's having Boggles go first. I mean, it just puts you on the back foot no matter what. If they can just, it's like turn one, Glade Scout or Boggles. It's like turn two, here's a Rancor and like a Spider Umbra. It's like, okay, well, I'm really behind right now.
It's very interesting how fast it can make you feel behind.
Yeah. But as a Death and Taxes player, if you go first, you can look at turn one, Aether Vial or Investigator.
Yeah. So I think Aether Vial and Mother of Runes.
I don't think Mother of
No.
Runes.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a legacy.
That's a legacy one.
That should be a
man.
modern.
Oh.
Imagine if that was a modern.
Oh.
That would be so cool.
I think D&T would jump up to like an immediate tier 1 deck.
With Ma.
With Mom, yeah. But with the Death and Taxes deck, turn one like Investigator, turn two Thalia just really puts the Boggles deck kind of behind, because they like to have cheap creatures, cheap enchantments, and win the game. When you're making them pay more for it to slow them down, it's better for you as a D&T player, because then you can also start Leonin Arbiter, their lands away. You have Flicker Wisp that you can just blink the enchantments.
Mm-hmm.
Make the Boggles like smaller and then block it and then trade favorably.
Yeah. So getting Aether Vial online, instant speed, those Flicker Whips is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Does it have any other Flicker Whips that I can do that with?
I believe they most D&T lists will play the Eldrazi Displacer.
You have to get a creature with that, or
yeah.
So you couldn't. The only one you could hit score is Spirit Dancer.
Yeah. Yes, for that one.
But
you
could flick the.
You want to flick your Flicker Wisp? Hey, turn one Aether Vial. Oh, so
all right.
D&T did win. Yeah.
Good start by D&T. D&T is one drop. That was a good song. I do it again. All right, turn one Glade covered Scout.
Turn two Thalia. I think that's exactly where the Death and Taxes player wants to be right now. Is you have enchantments? You can play one a turn.
Yep. And the ones that now if he wants to even play enchantments on his 1/1 Hexproofer, it's got to become bigger than 2 power for its butt.
Yes.
Its toughness has got to become 3 or greater in order to start attacking.
Yes, which I think Spider Umbra allows it. Oh, it's a top drop Boggles is always nice for Boggles player. The Boggle.
I think he does have the Spider Umbra. And I'm pretty sure he goes for that, which is probably fine.
I think if you're not against Death and Taxes, I think you might be afraid of just like getting, especially when he has a Ghost Quarter out.
Mm-hmm.
If he just goes like, put in a Leonin Arbiter, Ghost Quarter, like a dual land, like just keep you on 2.
Hey.
Ooh.
These are all the cards we were just talking about
right?
up to the start of this game. So D&T's looking like it's in a pretty good spot.
Yeah. That's definitely a Spider Umbra.
Uh-huh. At this point, I think you have to start investing onto your hexproofer.
Yeah, I don't think he's going. Wow, passing the Thalia. That's unfortunate for the D&T player. Is he not getting the basic?
Maybe he's only got one basic left in his deck.
In a mono white deck?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh my goodness. That's alright. Okay.
It
Alright. I was slightly worried. I was like, what lands is he running?
1 plains, 4 flagstone of Charkir.
Yeah.
The white shadow war uncommon land.
Alright, so I think we're discussing so there's I think you're responding to the core Spirit Dancer trigger on the stack because Umbra hasn't resolved. Oh! Okay. So he still does get the Umbra for 1 and doesn't get a draw card. But Thalia says no more.
Okay. Going up to 3, the scariest number.
There's a path. I mean, I think I would use it on the Spirit Dancer now, just to stop the Boggles player from drawing cards. You can't tech edge because he only has 3 land. You can Ghost Quarter.
Maybe he was just showing him.
Oh, okay.
Because he didn't tap any mana to do
That's
tech
true.
edge.
I think the definite plan is path the Spirit Dancer. And the nice thing with having the Displacer on board is you can block with Thalia and blink it if there's no trample, and just fog your opponent as well. Looks like it has an additional Displacer in hand.
You can get a little bit tricky if you need the extra damage. Make it so, like, declare a block with the first striker and the Displacer, let first strike damage resolve, and then activate it and blink the first striker out of combat.
So it looks like he's just going to be aggressive here. And no blocks. I think that's fine.
Yeah,
So
you gotta try to end the game. I like that attack.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that this backfires on for you is if he plays Daybreak Coronet.
So now, so he does pay additional mana for his own path. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think they caught that. And I think what I would have done as a D&T player is actually just blinked Thalia. Would have been a better play as well because, like, you blink it, they wasted 2 mana. They have to have a second land in hand and an enchantment to be able to put down. I think would have been the better play there.
That way you keep your Thalia.
Yes. And also, I think he should have pathed the Spirit Dancer at the beginning. But ooh, that's a Hyena Umbra.
He wouldn't have been able to play that Hyena Umbra if he did your plan.
Correct.
Your play.
So he's gonna tech edge
The brushland.
I think I would have gone for the temple. I mean, if he needs the land, let him ping himself for it. Is that an additional? Is that another Thalia?
It's another Displacer, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Blade Splicer.
Ooh, that's a pretty good one.
Yep. So this is one of the value trains of this deck. Just Displacer plus Blade Splicer, making a 3/3 at the end of every turn.
Yep.
3/3 first striker, nonetheless.
Yes. Well, while the
While the Blade Splicer is in play, the golems have first strike.
Yes. So at this point, the Boggles player is behind unless they can put trample onto an additional spider. Okay. Unless they can put trample onto their Glade Scab. All right. I mean, it's a big creature, but the problem is just like he will just chump block with a golem and then just multiple like you'll always.
Boggles is doing exactly what they want to do. They want to go tall.
Yes.
And D&T is combating that as the best way they possibly can, which
Just
is
go
they
wide.
have the ability to definitely go wide with those golems.
Yep.
So this is just unless we find Daybreak Coronet, I think this is just inevitability.
Yeah. Well, and see, so I don't like what how the D&T player is doing it on his main phase because if he does find Daybreak Coronet, right, like being able to block with a golem and then blink it out so they don't gain a life because they don't deal any damage is also another way around that.
Okay.
Oh man, all the Boggles.
You know, I mean, you might as well, right?
Yep.
That way, if it comes down to a big slugfest, you at least got some jump blockers to throw in front of golems.
Yeah.
All right, so how big is that Glade Scout? Got
So-
two Spider Umbras, a Hyena Umbra.
I think it's 3 Spider Umbras, a Hyena Umbra, and a Ethereal Armor.
So the 3 Umbras or the 4 Umbras, that's 4 power and 7 toughness.
Yes.
And then, so that's 4/7. The base stats of the creature
1/1.
5/8, and then ethereal armor. There's 5 enchantments, so that's +5/+5.
Yes.
So a 10/13
Yes.
with first strike and reach
And reach.
and
Yes.
reach and reach. Okay, so he's fine with starting to go wide.
Yep. Well, because you have 4 tokens, and so I mean he has to block at least 2 of them not to die. So he's going to block 3 of them, take 3, go to 6. So the D&T players is pretty good right now. I think that you just pass and then it looks like it's a land. So during the upkeep, there you go. During the upkeep, path the Spirit Dancer, which I think is a fine one. I guess during the draw step.
Yeah, that's he. I think
'Cause
that
he
was the
drew-
card that he drew.
Was a land, yeah. So he did it during the draw step, which is also fine. 'Cause, I mean, like, there's no flash enchantments that I'm aware of that Boggles plays. So, and I think Boggles just loses here because he's just gonna blink the Blade Splicer and then. Yeah. Okay.
All right, they're picking him up.
Yeah. Boggles is like, yeah. Okay. Blink Blade Splicer and just come at you again. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Seems pretty good.
So obviously the Death and Taxes players are going to be starting out their Path to Exiles. I think they play Settle the Wreckage on the board. Gideon would be a fine one to bring in as well. Any kind of disenchant. It looks like Ghostly Presence would be fine as well. Gideon of the Trials would be a fine one as well, because if you just bring him in and zero him, they have to, it's they can attack you and that's fine, but at some point they have to start attacking Gideon. If you can just keep jump blocking, you just keep buying yourself time.
Okay, I was trying to figure out what the Boggles player is citing in. I couldn't quite. I think he's bringing in some number of unflinching courage.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be able to have positive attacks as opposed to just neutral attacks. Like with that board, see if you had a lifelinker, you can attack, and if your opponent doesn't see the blink the token effect, it's like you're just gaining life every turn. And so if they crack back, you're like, I'm still fine with this because I'm still going to.
So and the only card I saw for sure was Seal of Primordial that he brought in. I'm scared enough of those Aether Vials.
Well, I mean, and that's fine. I'm not sure what card you take out.
He has some number greater than 1 of Core Spirit Dancer coming out.
Okay. I can see that. Because, I mean, the Core Spirit Dancer is really your only... It looks like he has a couple of them.
3 and a ley line.
I think that's fine. Because, I mean, the Spirit Dancer is the weak point for the path. And so, when you just have creatures that all have hexproof, it just makes Path a dead card in your opponent's hand. But at the same point, if you know how your opponent should be sideboarding, is you should be thinking that they're probably going to take out Path because it's only effective against the one creature. You don't want to sit on a dead card. So keeping some number in just to give you additional card draw could be important.
So then you don't think the Core Spirit Dancers should come out?
I think if you're running 3, I think taking out 1 would be fine. I think the Ley Line of Sanctities don't do a whole lot in this matchup.
Basically nothing?
Yeah, so I think those are the ones I would be taking out for the Unflinching Courages and Armadillo Cloaks or whatever else he's bringing in, as opposed to the Spirit Dancers. And it looks like our D&T player is getting outside information on his phone.
I mean, we saw him, I think it was Snapchat.
Oh, man. Snapchat told him all the info about the Boggles player. Oh, no. No turn one vial. It's not great for Death and Taxes right now. Because I think the ideal play was what he did game 1. It's turn 1 vial, turn 2 Thalia.
Yeah, I don't think it gets much better than that.
No, like
turn 3 Displacer.
Yeah, and turn 4 backup Thalia for after the one you passed is like, all right, that seems fine.
Very fine. Okay. Wow, he's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, does he have a second white source? Yes, he does.
Oh. All right.
Things are gonna
So
get
double Ethereal armor is not gonna be pretty.
So that's +4/+4.
Yep.
So coming in for 5. Gross.
Yeah.
No, he's attacking with 3 creatures.
I mean, effectively.
Lanham Arbiter.
All right. The Boggles player doesn't really care about that card. All right, cool.
I think at this point it's just a little too slow.
Yeah.
Grispoon.
Oh, flying too. All right, so on a 6. Oh,
Protection from creatures.
All right.
+1/+1. So it's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 power.
Yeah, I don't think the Death and Taxes player can come back from that.
Not even a little bit. If you can, show me. I want to know.
Like Flicker Wisp?
Ghostly Prison. Just a hair too late, I think.
Yes.
But that is a very good card to be playing.
It is. Attack him for 2. Send a message. Take a bunch more to the
Unflinching
face.
Courage.
Oh, wow. Just
All right, so he gives him the turn.
It's more than 4. He's tapped out.
But he can't attack.
He didn't. Oh, no.
He can't attack.
Because wow.
He gave his opponent a turn.
Yep. Oh, he got greedy. Oh, man.
I mean, I don't know what they're going to draw, but...
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Oops. At least he's got +2/+2 in lifelink.
Right. Oh, man. Like, if his opponent had, like, a Wrath of God, I'm pretty sure that Boggles player would have just scooped in sorrow. You can see the frustration right there. Like, how did I miss that?
Yeah. Oops.
Don't get greedy, kids. Don't get greedy.
I think that his creature is powerful enough and that he's far enough ahead where it doesn't matter. He's got pro creatures.
Right, but it's just the fact of, like, if your opponent, like, ripped the Wrath of God, it's like, oh, look, you have no Umbras on your creature. It just all dies.
Yeah, pretty gross. So, Ghostly Prison was the MVP of the D&T this game.
Yeah. Especially because, yeah.
3 mana Fog.
Oh, man.
Or 3 mana Time Stop, almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
I think the D&T players are trying to figure out if there's a way around it, and I don't think... If he had a Vial, like, he could Flicker Wisp in the pro creatures and block and buy himself an additional turn, but I think he's too far behind at this point.
He's got Armadillo Cloak that's +2/+2 and Trample.
Oh, it's Trample and Lifelink. Alright, yeah.
Okay.
Sure, you blow up a land and attack for 2 and then...
And then pass. So give him the opportunity to... That was a pretty fine play.
I was like, yeah, if it was an additional Ghost Quarter and not a Tectonic Edge, he would have been fine because he just blown up both land and then forced him to top draw, which, I mean, he did. But you put him in a position where he can't just pay for the prison. Mm-hmm. Which, as a D&T player, I think that's a very fine plan. Mm-hmm, because I think Boggles only plays 18 land. So,
It's unfortunately a kind of a slow axis to play on, but it's your best way to play around the Boggles when you can't target the creature's path is to make your prisons good.
Yes.
So well played by the D&T player,
Yeah.
and well played by Boggles too. They still got the win.
No, it would. Yes, I was like,
Still got the win.
That was not well played by Boggles. Absolutely not.
It's-
All right. So almost punk out Boggles 1.
Hey, come on. That last turn, he could have tried to pay mana to make his guy even bigger again instead of attack. And he saw that and he's like, nah.
Yeah.
This is the right line. I got this.
Alright. I see a Thalia in the D&T player's hand, and I think that's where you want to be on the play.
At least 2 planes and a Thalia. I guess that's a snap keep.
Yep.
No vial, though. Or is there a vial? Did I miss it? I imagine it would be slammed at this point.
Yes.
Bam! Just there. There's already a vial in play. It's almost a pregame declaration.
Alright, let's go. Alright.
On cue. Every game. Same hexproofer.
And then... Oh, look at her. She's so pretty. Tell him that. You want multiple enchantments? Nah, you get 1 a turn.
Mm-hmm.
So now there's the other nice thing is that if they choose to path Thalia, they waste a turn to have to put both mana into the path.
And you ramp them.
Yes. Which, oh man, like ramp into a ghostly prison, and then if you can get an arbiter with like an additional ghost career, like cool, your lands are gone.
Mm-hmm. It's rude. And somebody who was recently piloting Eldrazi Tron, I don't appreciate this.
I mean, you could probably pay for a ghostly prison. It'd be fine.
All right.
Chris Boone. All right.
Get in for 2.
2 flying.
Yes.
So it gets around the Thalia.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Eidolon of Rhetoric.
That's also another good one.
Eidolon of Rhetoric is a rule of law on a stick.
Yes.
Both players can not play more than 1 spell a turn. I believe it's both players.
Yes.
Daybreak Cornet's pretty good.
It is. Oh, man. Definitely puts the D&T player behind. So he needs like a ghostly prison effect to start taking them out.
He's got those Thraben Inspectors. I don't know what that last card in his hand is.
I'm not sure either.
Oh, Displacer?
Oh, yeah?
So he's got 3 Thrabens and then
Yeah.
a Displacer?
So it looks like he's going to play the Thraben, get the clue, crack the clue. Not have a land for the turn. Oh, man.
Oof!
Yeah.
It's +3/+3 lifelink and vigilance for
Mhm.
Daybreak Cornet?
Yes.
Okay.
And then flying from the boon.
Alright, Trample, +2/+0.
Yep.
Also seems phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's holding Seal of Primordial in his hand, the Boggles player, and after seeing the Ghostly Prison last game, I'm liking that side in a lot more.
Yes.
I wasn't sure. I didn't think about Ghostly Prison when that card was cut, when I saw that card, but it's like, okay, so Aether Vial's the only thing you hit with that, and I guess you're scared enough of Aether Vial to respect it.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think D&T has an answer. The Thraben Inspector, pay 2 to draw a card.
And the Flicker Wisp.
Yeah.
There it is.
And you can't play more spells because of Eidolon of Rhetoric, so...
Okay, I guess that's it.
Yep.
So we got Boggles
In 3.
in 3.